Ooh, y'all, I'm so excited to talk about this one. This song was really conceptual. It was really just exploring a concept rather than necessarily talking about specifically only my experience, which I have in previous songs. So what's the song about? It's kind of in the title. It's the hunger. It's the desire, right? The need to constantly fill that hole in your chest. Has someone ever asked you what your vice is? You know, what's your vice? You know, like seriously. Like, it's not always smoking, right? But for some people, it's just like drinking, playing video games, eating sugar. For every human, they're always trying to fill something within their soul. And I feel like that comes from a unsatisfactory state of humanity. I've talked about this in the later half of the song. People say that food was the world's first drug. And it's pretty ironic since addiction and sin and all that stuff came into the world the moment that Eve took a bite out of that apple. And I feel like since then, we have just been kind of trying to reach for the desire of something that we had. Because in the Garden of Eden, we had everything, right? I mean, food would just come out from the ground when we needed it. We didn't need to nearly do as much, right? We didn't need to kill and all these different things to prepare food and then be concerned about health and be concerned about diseases, right? We had everything that we could have ever desired and could have ever needed. God said, you got everything that you need here. What they wanted was the apple from the tree of knowledge. That kind of formed the basis of what the song was about, right? I hope I explained that well. I decided to take the angle of addiction to explain the concept of this song, because I feel like it's definitely something we can all relate to. Like, for example, when I was in college, man, these things called donut holes, bro, I used to consume them all the time. Ask anybody I know. Look, these jonts, bro, all the time to keep me awake, to keep me going. Honestly, I don't know how I was even able to burn off all that sugar. So yeah, I wanted to do this song because it kind of talks about the idea of us always looking for something that we want rather than what we need, right? And so we're surprised when God doesn't give us necessarily what we want because, you know, it may not benefit our goal or different things like that, but we're upset about it. You know what I mean? Because it's something we want. It's something that we think is important, even though it might not be in a general sense. So when I say, in your name I plead, and I plant my seed, no more trees from me, so no shade from me. When I rub this lamp, you be there for me. Basically just trying to say like, oh, well, if I do all these things right, you should give me what I want anyway. No bueno. That's why I'm just like, wait, I didn't mean that, right? Wait, you know I didn't mean that. Wait. That's my favorite line in the song. I feel like it exemplifies everything, right? The idea of how we treat God like a genie. Give me this, give me that, right? How many of this give me's actually something that benefits your life? Not a lot of it.
It's been a wild ride, now my soul is screaming like we on a coaster, and the drop is getting closer. It's been a wild ride, now we on a far side. Which side? I thought lukewarm was in the middle.
At the time I was writing this song, I was listening to a lot of Bizarre Ride 2, The Far Side. It definitely influenced like the way that I wrote this verse. Some of the rappers in that group, I mean, the way that they flow through their verses is honestly incredible. And you can definitely hear that if you listen to that album. And yeah, but it also influenced some of my writing. You know, the group is called The Far Side, and on their album cover, it was a roller coaster. So there's that angle. But also, of course, the message of the song, the hole that we feel like we're missing something, the actual pit being the drop, and just needing to do anything that you can to avoid it. I remember the first time I rode the Superman at Six Flags America, which is now shut down, rest in peace. But when I was younger, that amusement park meant so much to me. I loved roller coasters. It was thrilling. My friend was like, hey, let's ride the Superman. I was like, I've never been on that before. She was like, I've been many times. We should just do it. I was like, all right, let's do it. Let's go. Whatever. I'm gonna pretend like it's chill. I'm gonna pretend like I'm not scared. So as you're strapped in, going up that steep slope, everything's pounding in your body. What's so interesting about the human psyche is that when you have fear and you have anxiety, especially in those moments where you can't change anything, you just feel like you need to do anything you can, even if it's irrational, do anything you can to kind of just remove yourself from that situation. As we're going up, I saw how high up we were. I'm physically trying to take off the belt. I don't care, whatever I can do to like get myself away from the situation. Anything else to satisfy this fear, numb down, push down the feeling, right? That I really wanted to exemplify that when I'm talking about reaching the top of the coaster, because the worst part is going up. Going down is the easy part because that ends like this. That anticipation, right? That's the worst part about it, are definitely wrapped up in those lines. And again, it's another one of my favorite parts of the song. It's incredible.
And if he flipped the world and put me on the right side, I wouldn't break down like Newsman Park rides. And if he flipped the world and put me on the right side, that'd be a quick fixin'. You know what addicts say about the last one? Give me a couple of days, you couldn't fast one. We always hungry looking for the next mealin'. So point us to your feet away from the reels, I mean it.
A lot of times when we talk about God, we also talk about why he doesn't strong arm these situations. Why didn't you just tell me not to do this? Why don't you just tell me to do that, right? He could tell us what we need to hear, but most likely we're not going to listen to it. It's much easier to build us from the ground up, right? After we fall into ground zero. So if I was a person who was struggling a lot mentally, right? And someone came along and was like, oh, these conditions are causing you that? Boom. Okay. You have all these perfect conditions around you. Things should be fine. The mental's still there. You cannot grow out of your situation just like this, right? You need time to evolve. You need time to understand what caused those situations in the first place and how that affected you. And so that's why I say, if you flip the wood and put me on the right side, that'd be a quick fix, right? Just like the way of addicts say, just give me one more. If I have one more drink, smoke, donut hole, pop rock, I don't know. I really wanted to exemplify that issue. So I'm working with an artist right now. His name is Alamo. He's getting into production. He's made a lot of stuff. He made the production for this song, actually. The second half of the song is me more so using like a stem splitter, splitting it up and adding a different kind of drum kit to it. I wanted there to be a big separation in the first half and the second half of the song. So I wanted the first half to talk about personal experience, things that I've gone through, things that other people have told me they've gone through, and just things that people would be able to connect to. In the second half, I wanted to explore why that is that we might experience that. Not saying that I have all the answers. I definitely do not. I definitely wanted to at least explore it to get people's mind thinking, right? This song as a whole was also an experimentation for me. I wanted to be able to practice different flows, writing about concepts, not just my personal experience about things. It turned out really well. And of course, I dropped this song around Christmas because that's the time that we're asking for all these things that we really don't need, but we want. Christmas time kind of reminded me of like being a kid. Oh, mom, please, I need Pokemon Platinum. I need it. You know what I mean? And it doesn't have to be materialistic. It can be other things too, right? It could be a lifestyle, anything. Oh my God, that's a huge spider. I'm sure it's stalking me somewhere. Again, the beat was produced by Alamo. You should go check him out. You should check out his latest album. It's actually incredible.
Bible on the dash, finna dash, 20-inch bust down. Got some she from Afrikaners. I told her we could raise a village out in Botswana.
And if you liked the sound of the hunger, I definitely think you will like the production of this next song that I'm going to be dropping with Alamo, actually. It was entirely produced by me a while back. I'm actually really excited for you guys to see that.